In this tutorial, we're going to talk about some important parts of the App Store. So if you open your App Store and you look on the very bottom, you'll notice there are some different buttons: Featured, Top Charts, Near Me, Purchased, and Update. So the first one we're going to talk about today is the Featured button. When you click on the Featured button, a lot of times it'll open it and you'll be on this screen. So you're going to want to scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll see this is where you can sign into your App Store. If you are already signed in, you'll see your Apple ID down there. So I'm going to use my existing Apple ID and I'm going to log in. Okay, and then once I've signed in to my App Store, then I can go over, and if I scroll all the way over to this purchased buttons, I'll be able to see all of the things that I've purchased on my iPad. Now you'll notice on here that some of these icons will have the open button next to them, but some of them will have this little cloud here as well. So what the cloud means is that I actually have purchased that app, but it's not necessarily on my iPad. So to save space, I don't always necessarily keep all the apps that I've purchased on my iPad, but if for some reason I want to download Google Earth, I would just click on that cloud and I could download Google Earth. So the next button that's really important is this one that says Updates. So you'll notice next to Updates it has a red number 71. So what that means is I actually have 71 apps that I need to update. So you'll notice up at the top left-hand corner I can update them all, or I can just update a couple at a time. If you do choose the update all, depending on how many you have, like I have 71, so it's going to take me a long time to update these apps. I can update them one at a time or update them all. So I'm just going to update Notability because that's one that I use a lot and I want to make sure it's on the, I have the most recent update. So I'm going to have to type in my password again and click OK. Well, if I did. So if you type in your correct password, then you'll be able to update it. Now, one more thing that I think is really important is how to search for apps. So if there's a certain app that you want to purchase on the iPad store, like let's say you heard about an app called Croquet. So I'm going to type in Croquet, and it's going to search for that app. Now you'll notice up in the top it says iPad only. Croquet might just be an iPhone app. So if I click there, I'm going to choose iPhone only, and you'll notice that's where Croquet is. So some apps are only for the iPad and some are just for the iPhone. So if there's something that you know of and it's not showing up, that's how you can go ahead and check that. Okay, so now since Croquet, I actually want to demonstrate how to download an app. So Croquet is free, so I'm going to click on the free. You'll notice install will come up, so I'm going to click on install, and it'll start installing that app or prompt you for your username and password. So that's the gist of this tutorial. I hope you learned something.